Welcome to Garden Sanity. I'm Laura, and today I want to show you what to do with the dead stems on your winter blooming heaths. Now, many of us experienced at least a little bit of a deep freeze during the winter season, and winter heaths normally can handle the winter no problem. In fact, that's their blooming season. But sometimes you will get some dead stems. Other reasons you might get some dead stems are if the plant didn't get watered enough, and I will show you another example just in a minute of what happened to one of mine, extremely bad, that it didn't get enough water. But for the most part, this is what the heaths look like when they're blooming and healthy. And then as you see here, this is what happens when you've got some dead stems. All right, so what do you do when you have some of these dead stems? Well, in this example, this is a pretty easy fix, because you see I've got a ton of healthy growth here, and I've got some healthy growth right here. So it looks for the most part like it's just on the edges here. So I take my pruners, and I'm just going to start from the outermost parts, and I'm just going to start pruning these away. Now I can tell as I'm pruning, and I'm pretty close to the shrub here, I can see that there's no green growth there. So I'm just going to kind of keep pruning down. The stems are very thin, but I still use pruners rather than snips because the stems are a little bit tough too. So they're thin but strong. Now, let me see if you can see this. You may be able to see this. Like right back here, for example, here's a little piece of green that's growing from the end. Now, even though that's healthy growth, I'm going to cut that off because it's at the end of one of these dead stems. But what it does show me is that new green growth is coming through these stems, which is nice. Now, I cut that back a little bit, and I can see that there are some green, tiny little pieces that are coming out of here. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit more so that I can let the green stems do their thing and start regrowing. So what I'm showing you is that your shrub isn't dead and it isn't dying. It's just this section of it happened to come, I don't know, into a freeze or into a drought. It does happen sometimes. It's rare. It's not a common thing that it'll happen. Here's an example of one of the dead stems. So it's rare that it can happen, but it does happen. And when you get towards the green, you know, just pull the stem a little bit taut before you use your pruners, because you don't want to cut off the green. If you do, that's not a big deal, obviously, but we want to try to just attack the brown parts. I'm going to go back here. Hope you can see that. Now I did take off a little bit of the green. That's not such a big deal. All right, so what you can see on this side, I'll take some down here too. You see here in the front there's some brown. I'm going to get that off. And you could also do this with when you're pruning as well. You know, your spring pruning. And it is springtime here, so that's the perfect time to do it. All right, so just doing this initial bit, you can see how much nicer this looks now. You don't really see where the dead stems were. Of course, here's the pile of them. But what you also see is there's a tiny bit of growth right where my glove is. A little bit of green right there. And that's going to just keep filling in. So you may just see one little green thing now. You're going to see more green growth coming from that. So already that looks better. And then when you have, now in this case, these were two different shrubs right here. So you can see how this one is the same thing. And it had some green growth on it as well, just at the end. But I'm going to get this stuff back too. Now, the shame is that these were growing nicely into each other, which I really like that look. But it'll come back, so I'm not worried about it at all. So if you see your stems, it's not that they're you know, the shrub is dead. And I'm going to show you, like I said, in a minute, a very extreme example where I thought the shrub was dead and I was fooled. So I immediately stopped what I was doing so that I could get the camera and show you exactly what was going on there. So just in a very cursory way that I pruned all these real quick, just a quick way. See this? That's all new growth right there. Boy, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 new guys coming up right there. So I'm not worried about that. Now the brown that you see are the dried petals, and this still has some pink on it. Isn't that amazing? Just a little bit, but it's mid-May. These have been blooming since the end of December. All right, so that's what you do when you have a few dead stems. But what do you do when you have extreme dead stems, like you see here? Let me show you. So there I was, cutting away the dead stems, and ta-da! Look at all this green growth in here. I couldn't believe it. I really thought the shrub was completely gone, and look how much green growth. So, if you have a shrub that looks extremely dead, don't despair, because it could mean that it's just going to start a whole new green growth underneath. These roots are really good. So when you've got a Kramer's red winter heath or any winter blooming heath, especially if it bloomed beautifully for you in the winter, it's not that it bloomed beautifully and then all of a sudden it's got, you know, really, it just died or something. That's not how it works. So you've got, like, look how long this stem is. And it has, you can see, it has a little bit of growth, you know, kind of starting or ending. I'm not even sure. But I'm just going to cut this whole thing back to all the green growth. And I'm going to end up with a new shrub, basically. So what I started to say is when you have a shrub that bloomed beautifully for you, but then you start noticing, you get out there in the spring and you're like, wait a minute, why is half the shrub dead, or it looks like most of the shrub's dead? I can't explain it other than, like I said, we had this amazing deep freeze. I don't know if amazing is the right word for it. It was awful. It wasn't amazing, it was awful. So what happened to me the other day is I saw these and I said, uh-oh, I think I lost both of them. So I ordered 2 new Kramer's Red Winter Heaths. And I thought, well, you know, I'm going to see if I can save these. I doubt I can. So I started pruning the other one. And there was nothing there. So I said, okay, I'm going to have to cut that one and take it out. So I did. And I'll show you the new one that I put in its place right next to this one. And then when I started on this one, like I said before, I couldn't believe it when I uncovered all this new growth underneath. And I thought, my goodness, I get to actually save this plant, which is, I'd much rather do that than spend money on a new one. So, get some of the leaves out from the winter time. Got a rose petal from this season, as well as some old hydrangea blossoms from the winter. So this is all you keep doing. You just keep cutting it away. Now, are you going to be left with a beautiful shrub? It's going to be a smaller shrub. But you watch. This is the time when they're going to put on all their new growth. Now, the bright green that you see is new growth. And so you're going to say, yeah, but I don't see that much new growth. It'll kick in, trust me. When I cut back the Kramer's Red Winter Heath in the backyard, I had 2 Kramer's Red Winter Heaths and a Mediterranean Pink, which I had even forgotten I planted because it was smothered by the other ones. So I cut them all back and then removed them because of the rabbits. The rabbits were making nests in them, and I gave up and I said, okay. Well, then the Mediterranean Heath, which was this little stub, I said, okay, you know what, I'll leave it. And look at it now. It's this nice little plant. And it'll just get bigger and bigger. And then the cycle renews, right? The rabbits will start making nests in it again. All right, I'm almost done here. You know, and then when you start getting down to it, you can be as neat or not so neat as you want. But the point is you just want to start exposing all of the new growth. Let it get into the sun, or let the sun get into the shrub, I should say. I think that's the way it works. Look at that. Green where there wasn't green before. So here is what it looks like close up. And yeah, there's still some stems I can come back in here and take off, but I wanted you to see, just look how much green. All that was hiding under that giant pile of dead. And just to give you some perspective, so the little lime hydrangeas are back here, and then at the front edge of the bed is where I've got the Kramer's Red Winter Heaths. And there's a lot of good growth, so that looks great. And there's even this guy, just shooting right out of the ground. So I left him, start a new plant. And then behind him is white heather, and this blooms in the late summer into fall. And you can see more of it back there. And then what I did is next to this guy that I just rescued, I planted a brand new Kramer's Red Winter Heath because the other plant was indeed dead. So there will come a point, and if there comes a point, where you just keep cutting and cutting and cutting, and you're not seeing any new growth like you do here. I just don't even want to take a chance. It may grow back. Like I said, with my Mediterranean pink in the back, I think it had one little thing, and I kept it just to see what it would do, and it eventually is starting to grow back. But in this case, I said, you know what? I'm just going to order another one. And I really liked the place I got these from was in Maryland. I found them online. And I'll put the link on the screen and below in the description area because I can't think of it offhand, but really impressed with how healthy these are. So I bought two because I thought I was going to replace both. So let me show you where I put the other one. So this is one of the foundation beds. And you see I've got candy tuft that I need to prune back now that it's all done with its flowering. And then this is where I have one of the lavender modern topiaries, as I'm calling it. And you can see it's putting on nice growth. But I decided, why not put a Kramer's Red Winter Heath right here? It'll cover up a little bit of the ugliness of the stems because, let's face it, it's not the most attractive looking topiary. But that'll fill in over time and gives me more evergreen. Now, again, Lavender Phenomenal is ever gray in the wintertime. And you can see the gray color, and that's more the dead and dying foliage. And then this is all the new foliage. Just a nice, beautiful bluish green. And then I added a lavender plant here, same one, Lavender Phenomenal. And these special guys are called weeds. So I still have to fill in this area, and like I said, I have a lot of nice real estate to play with. However, I really love how this Kramer's Red Winter Heath looks. So I like it. So it worked out in the end. So that's how, when you have dead stems, you prune them off and hopefully you see new growth and just start from there. I hope this video was really helpful. If you want to learn more about Kramer's Red Winter Heath and how to prune it, watch these two videos next. And in the meantime, happy gardening.